Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Forced Marriage. I hope you will love it. Jeon Jungkook's POV. Jungkook walked into his cabin after a long day of work. He is so tired. It was one of those days where he worked without a break. There were always people coming to him and congratulate him for his wedding. Then he had to go through the meetings he has postponed due to his wedding. Now all he wants to do is go home and sleep. Jungkook sat in his chair behind the desk. He removed his coat. By the second he entered the cabin and opened his tapped two buttons of shorts, sighing in relief like his shirt is preventing him to breathe properly. He leaned his head back on the chair, closing his eyes for a second just to open them again. As he heard a knock on the door, he adjusted his collar before allowing the person the get in. It's his PA, hun. What's up, hun? Jungkook asked, sitting up straight, placing his elbow on the desk and linking his finger. Han shifted nervously before giving the iPad to Jungkook, silently asking his boss to look through the screen. Freak. How did I even expect this idiot to pass a day without giving trouble? Jungkook muttered irritatingly as he saw the news on the screen. The hot topic of the country. Did you try to take this news off? Jungkook asked, going through the news. Yes, sir, but it is posted by some student and it was reposted so many times over last hour. Han replied, feeling helpless. A workaholic like him feels so bad if there is something he could not do. Jungkook said, rubbing his temple. I should find another way. At this rate, Jungkook is so pissed. Han took this as his cue to leave. He bid his goodbye for the day and walked out of the cabin, then out of the company after a few minutes, leaving his pissed boss. Jungkook took his phone out to and called Taehyung. Taehyung picked up after a few rings. Hello, who is this? He heard Taehyung's voice and some other voice in the background. We are eating Chinese. 3 times a week he heard some voice followed by another. Only 3. It's not like 6 days. Your husband, Jungkook replied, trying not to yell at Taehyung. Huh? Wrong number. Then Taehyung hung up. Jungkook was so pissed he doesn't know if Taehyung genuinely did not recognize him or playing with him. Whatever it is, he is so pissed to care. Jungkook took a breath, trying to calm down, and called him again. Who are you? He heard Taehyung's nonchalant tone with annoyed Jungkook more than he is already. Jungkook said through gritting teeth, trying to keep his cool. Sorry, wrong number. He heard Taehyung dismissed him. Hold on, you idiot, it's me, Jungkook, your husband, Jungkook said, failing to keep his pissed off mood. Freak, I forget I was married for a second there. Jungkook heard the guy say from the other side, making him lose his cool totally. Then he yelled, oh, is that the reason you are going around kissing another guy publicly? I told you to break up with your boyfriend. Have you thought about my reputation being before doing such a stupid thing? Jungkook shouted angrily but cut off by the another guy. Wait, what the heck are you talking about? He heard Taehyung ask in a confused tone. See it yourself. Jungkook is too angry to explain, so he sent him the link instant after to hang up, then took the iPad in his coat before walking out of the cabin. Within an hour he reached his home. He took a quick shower and ordered some food for himself as he waited for his beloved husband to get home so he can yell at him. He waited for minutes and minutes turned into hours. Soon Jungkook fell asleep on the couch as he was so tired from work. He did not here when Taehyung entered the house. with his luggage bag at 10 in the night. He left the luggage in the living room. He saw Jungkook sleeping on the couch. He took it as an advantage and made his way onto the bedroom silently, closing the door quietly, not trying to wake Jungkook up as so he could avoid the argument. Next morning, Jungkook woke up feeling a slight pain in his neck as a result of sleeping on the couch. He groaned, rubbed his neck, then he heard a loud sound. He turned around to see Taehyung standing at the door and the cardboard box in at his legs, which is dropped just now. Sorry, you were asleep when I brought this last box. Taehyung admitted that he was startled by Jungkook's groan as he entered the house. Jungkook's eyes followed Taehyung's movements as Taehyung placed the box at the end of the room with few boxes already sitting there. It's so early in the morning. The living and kitchen were filled with the sun rays falling through a large window. The house became deadly silent as Taehyung sat on the stool to eat breakfast that he thought when he went outside to bring the rest of the boxes from the apartment. Did not I tell you to break up with your boyfriend? Jungkook broke the silence. Jungkook's voice came harsher than he intended because of the morning horse voice, and the house is so silent. Once again, Taehyung, startled by Jungkook's voice, he almost jumped off from the stool he is sitting. He is not my boyfriend, Taehyung said, not trying to start the argument and to deal with it by the common conversation like mature people they are. At least that's what he thought. Boyfriend or freak? Buddy, I don't care whoever is it. I told you to not to involve with other people, at least not publicly. Jungkook yelled, making Taehyung stand up from the stool to face Jungkook with the equal anger pouring out of his face. I told you, he is not my boyfriend, he is my best friend, Taehyung said with his jaw set tight. I don't give a freak what the freak he is to you. You don't go kiss some freak publicly after 2 days of our wedding. Jungkook started walking towards Taehyung, stopping with the step between them. I swear to God, if you don't stop talking about my best friend like that, I will punch you. I will punch you really hard, Taehyung said, shaking with anger with his hands fisted. Jungkook is first to come to senses from the heated argument. He sighed and stepped back. I'm sorry, Jungkook said in a low voice, but Taehyung's anger is still as freak as you should be. You were the people who dragged me into this mess. I could not even hang out with my friend freely without being harassed by media, Taehyung shouted. I freaking hate you. I freaking hate that visage from dragging me into this. Jungkook sighed. He understands how Taehyung is feeling because he was in Taehyung's place once too. See, I understand you, but Jungkook started calmly, but Taehyung's angry voice cut him off. You don't understand. You have been living this type of life from ages, but I'm not okay. I have not treated as a Kim family member from the day that Vijay's marriage. My dad have been living my own freaking life. I was happy so far with my life until I attended that stupid wedding. Taehyung's voice turned normal as he completed his words for the first time. Jungkook felt pity towards Taehyung. Don't freaking look at me like that. It's all your fault, Taehyung accused Jungkook. Somehow Jungkook pity did not last for long. Shut up, will you? Jungkook retorted. No, Taehyung said, crossing his arm. Jungkook sighed, rubbing his face with his palm. Believe me when I say I am a victim too. In this situation, I have no say in this, so stop accusing me, Jungkook explained, but Taehyung is too stubborn to listen. I don't believe you, freak. You could have stopped this wedding that day, but you did not. Taehyung let out. You know what? You didn't. Don't understand it now, so I am not going to waste my breath arguing with you, Jungkook concluded. Walk back to the couch. Taehyung huffed and was about to walk away, but Jungkook stopped it. Come, sit here. Jungkook asked Taehyung to join him on the couch. Taehyung hesitated, but joined him anyway. If you are not aware, the news is separating pretty fast. We should do something, Jungkook said. Then do, Taehyung replied sashily. Can we just have a normal conversation like mature people we are? Jungkook asked. Yeah, sure, Taehyung said, rolling his eyes. Jungkook ignored his behavior and continued. I did not plan what to do yet, but you need to know this is not in my hands anymore. We gotta plan something together, Jungkook said. Okay, and Taehyung pretty self replied. I will inform you if I got some plan. You need to act up with me, Jungkook said. Of course I will. I don't want people to think I am kissing my best friend. He is like my brother. It's gosh. Taehyung replied finally. Some sensible words, Jungkook said. He stood up. You. Taehyung started, but Jungkook shushed him. Shh. Jungkook said with his finger on his lips like he is talking to a kid. Anyway, Taehyung stopped his word and glared at him. Good. Jungkook patted Taehyung's head just to piss Taehyung, who shifted his hand away. Jungkook then smiled, walking towards the bedroom to take a bath and start his day. Freak. Taehyung called him. After him, they both went in their ways. After an hour, Jungkook to his office and Taehyung to his uni. Taehyung brought his car back last night and took his stuff from his apartment to Jungkook's house. Goodbye. I wish you don't came home safe. Taehyung muttered and entered the car and drove. Jungkook completely ignored Taehyung and drove away to end of the college day. As expected, people whispered and stared at the trios as they were particularly stuck with each other all day long. Poor little Jimin apologized to Taehyung many times until they fed up and yelled it was not his fault. Of course, he apologized later after a long day. The three best friends walking out of the uni just then. Taehyung's phone buzzed with three messages. He opened the phone and read them. With a sunny red sports car stopped in front of them. The person walked out of the car is none other than his husband Jungkook. Hey baby, I missed you. Jungkook walked to Taehyung with a lovely look on his face. As Jungkook reached Taehyung, he put an arm around Taehyung's waist to put him close and connect their lips. Jungkook got out of the car, walking towards Taehyung with a lovely smile on his face. Hey baby, I missed you. Jungkook put an arm around Taehyung's waist and pulled him towards him, connecting their lips. Taehyung stood still in shock. Jungkook is kissing him in public. It's not a kiss, just a pick on a long one. But Taehyung did not pull back or push him away because of the text. Jungkook said to him before he walked off the car, play along with me. I said if you miss this one too, this one, don't mess up please. Jungkook pulled back for a second, but for some reason he leaned forward and pegged Taehyung for the second time. Taehyung frowned in confusion. He knew it's just an act. He clearly knows the second pick was unnecessary, but did not complain. Hi, Taehyung just cheerfully said. It looks so real. Jungkook must have to admit Taehyung is a great actor. Jungkook smiled as Taehyung pulled back and stood beside him, facing his confused friends. Jungkook pulled Taehyung closer with his hand around his waist. And this is Jungkook, the one I told you about, Taehyung said to his friends, indicating the conversation they had before the day. Honey smiled cheerfully, but Jimin frowned when he remembered how much of an freak Jungkook was towards his best friend. Hello, Jungkook smiled, stretching his hand for a handshake. Hello, I am Honey. Honey spoke in a high pitch, shaking Jungkook's hand with her two hands like a fangirl having a handshake with her idol. Hi, Honey, Jungkook said politely and offered his hand to Jimin, who shook it careless with a fake smile. Jimin, he said, pulling his hand back. Jungkook smiled and turned to Taehyung. How about we invite your friends to hang out with us, baby? Jungkook asked. Taehyung frowned, not knowing what Jungkook was planning, but he nodded anyway. What do you say? Taehyung asked his friends. Of course, Honey said cheerfully. But Jimin just stood there uninterested, but somehow they ended up walking towards Jungkook's car with Jungkook holding Taehyung's hand and his friends walked behind them. Jungkook opened the passenger seat for Taehyung and turned towards his husband's friends. Hop on, guys, Jungkook said, nodding to the back seat and went towards driver's seat. They made their way towards Jungkook's house. In the way, Jungkook tried to make a conversation with Taehyung's friends with a smile on his face. Taehyung found it hard to watch Jungkook acting like a sweet husband. He almost wanted to poke. Jungkook opened the door for Taehyung to enter first, and they reached the front door of house. Taehyung snorted at Jungkook for his sweet husband act, doing little things, trying to show off his friends. Stop acting freak. They know about the marriage deal between us, Taehyung muttered, walking towards the kitchen. Seriously, you are telling me now? You should tell me that by the minute we enter the car, Jungkook said, shaking his head annoyed. By the way, your acting is so I just wanted to poke, Taehyung said, putting his tongue out like he wanted to poke and turn around to take a water bottle from fridge. Can you stop being a freak for a second? Jungkook muttered, irritated. Oh no, how about you tell that yourself, because you are the biggest freak here, Taehyung snapped back. Idiot, Jungkook muttered under his breath and walked onto the bedroom to change his clothes, completely forgetting about the two people standing at the door watching their conversation or argument. What did you say, freak? Taehyung shouted after gulping the water in the mouth, but Jungkook already reached the bedroom and closed the door after he entered, so Taehyung had to shout the last word part of for Jungkook to hear behind the closed door. Clear thought. Taehyung turned his head, see to both friends standing at the door. Oh, silly. Came inside, freakers. Why are you standing there? Taehyung welcomed his friends into the house politely. For a second, I thought you were living a real relationship with him, Honey said disappointedly as she entered the house, followed by Jimin. Jimin is still following. What? You? No, Taehyung said with pure disgust. Shut up, you were kissing, Honey said, wiggling her eyebrows with a teasing smile. That's not a kiss, Taehyung mumbled, putting the water bottle on the kitchen island as he sat on one of the stools. Oh, right, sure. Lips on lips, not a kiss, sure. Honey mumbled, sitting beside Taehyung on another stool, and took the water bottle that Taehyung placed before them. Shut up, that's just acting, Taehyung mumbled under his breath. Yes, whatever you say, Honey mumbled. What do you want to eat? I will order, Taehyung asked, taking out his phone. Chinese, Jimin yelled from the other side. He is walking around the living room and ended up at the Jungkook's PlayStation, connecting with the TV. Taehyung rolled his eyes but still ordered the food for three of them. What about Jungkook? Are you not gonna order something for him too? Honey asked. Taehyung snorted at her question like she asked the stupidest thing ever. Me, for him. He can eat air for all I care. Taehyung said and hopped down the stool to walk towards the kitchen cupboards and pulled an expensive white wine bottle from it. As you are here, let's have some fun, Taehyung said with a suggestive smile. That bottle? Honey asked. It is a wedding gift from someone. I can have it for myself because it's my wedding gift too, Taehyung said, bringing two wine bottles with him. Meanwhile, Jungkook stepped out of the bedroom to see Jimin touching his gaming station. Oh no, not my PlayStation, Jungkook spoke, making Jimin jump at the sudden. Why Jimin looked up to see Jungkook standing in front of the door. You did not touch anything, right? Jungkook asked as he walked to the TV and checked his PlayStation connected to TV to see if everything is alright. All you can do is just act, or can you actually play something? Jimin asked, crossing his hand in front of his chest. What? You asking me? Jungkook lunches looking at Jimin nods self. Wanna match? Jimin asked as he knew Jungkook judging him by his nut appearance. I don't want to play with a kid, Jungkook said dismissively. Are you scared that you can't win over me? Jimin asked, clearly trying to persuade Jungkook. Is that? Don't cry if you lose, then kid, Jungkook said. Little did he know Jimin is a gamer too. He has been playing that stuff from as long as he can remember. After a couple of minutes, you can really play? I thought you were kidding, Jungkook exclaimed when he saw Jimin won in their first game. Jungkook did not use all his skills, not knowing that Jimin could actually play. Come on, let's play the real game now, Jimin said, clenching the control. After 2 hours, bro, shoot. Jimin started moving his fingers on the controller quickly, almost breaking the controller. Bro, Jimin, look you on your left side. Jungkook started back playing as furiously as Jimin. Shoot, cheers out, shoot, and more shoots later. Whoa, yeah. Jimin jumped up from the couch, throwing the controller away as they won the game together. Jungkook first bumped Jimin with their win. After playing a few games against each other, they decided to play together as a team, and they have won. Bruce, that was so fun, Jimin said excitedly. I know, I haven't played as a team for a long time, Jungkook said, clearly enjoying his game buddy. Same bro, same. Those losers can't play game at all, and I don't have any other friends, so I had to play alone, Jimin exclaimed, pointing to the two best friends at the other end of the room. Honey and Taehyung have been drinking and watching funny stuff on YouTube, laughing like idiots from the last 2 hours. They sat each other on the stool and their drinks on the kitchen island and phone in front of them, placing with help of a wine bottle. Ha ha ha. Jimin, Taehyung and Honey laughed when a kid fell down and sang funnily. What are they doing? Jungkook asked as he saw the two drunk best friends laughing like crazy people. They got drunk and watched funny videos. The videos only they can find funny, Jimin exclaimed with an eye roll. Jimina, come join us, Taehyung said, waving his hand. Jimin was about to go there, but Honey walked to them with the wine bottle in her hand. Taehyung, let's have a drink with your husband. Bring the glasses, Honey said, walking towards the couch. Taehyung tried to object, but Honey already walked away. He huffed in annoyance, but still grabbed two more glasses and walked to them. Before he could place the glass on the table, Taehyung tripped on the carpet and was about to fall down, but Jungkook was quick and catch his elbow to avoid him from falling. Let go, let go, let go of me, Taehyung mumbled in the drunk state. You are drunk, Jungkook said, rolling his eyes annoyingly, still catching Taehyung. No, I'm not drunk. Let me go. Taehyung screamed, frightening in Jungkook's arm. Whatever you say, Jungkook said, letting him go resulted in Taehyung falling on his bump. Ouch, freak, why did you let me go? Taehyung yelled, rubbing his bump. Because you said so, Jungkook replied. I did not say that. Stop lying, you freak, Taehyung whined. But still glaring at Jungkook rolled his eyes and took out his phone from his sweatband, turning on the camera. Hey guys, let's take a selfie, Jungkook asked Taehyung's friend. Yeah, sure, Jimin said, dragging drunk Honey with him to stand beside Jungkook. Hey idiot, come here, Jungkook called Taehyung, who still sat on the ground rubbing his bump. No, Taehyung said, looking away. Jungkook sighed and kneeled down to Taehyung's level. Come on, stand, Jungkook said, putting an arm around Taehyung's waist, pulling him up with him. Yeah, stop it, Taehyung shouted, but still stood up with him. Jungkook turned him around with his arm still around his waist. Now Taehyung is standing in front of Jungkook with his back to Jungkook's chest, and Jungkook had his arm around Taehyung's stomach. Smile, Jungkook said, putting his phone to his arms. Lindy to click and the selfie. Hani and Jimin stood beside him. Yeah. Taehyung laughed, showing his tongue to the camera. Taehyung, Jungkook said angrily. What? I'm smiling, freak. Taehyung glared at Jungkook through the camera. Taehyung, we are supposed to act like a married couple, not like a drunken teenager, Jungkook said, irritated. Like a married couple? Easy. Taehyung turned around, wrapped his arm around Jungkook's neck. Then he looked at the camera, resting his head on Jungkook's chest, smiling. Better? Taehyung asked, staying still so much. Guys, smiled. Jungkook clicked the selfie. Jian Jungkook updated a photo. Jian, Taehyung, my baby, hanging out with his friends, having a lot of fun. These three have been best friends from kindergarten, just like siblings growing up together. I really want to thank them for being there for my baby all of these years. Thank you guys. Hani, Park Jimin. Thanks POV. Ring. I can hear my phone ringing somewhere, or is it the alarm? I don't know. I am too sleepy and comfy to care. Speaking of comfy, my bed beside feels so warm today and so smooth. I rubbed my hand and feel the warmth of the bed that I am lying on. Love. Wait, what? Then I feel something on my fingertips. A smooth round. Are you done playing with my knee? A deep voice spoke under me. My eyes went wide, and that's when I realized I am lying on top of my so-called husband. What the heck? I started on his face, making a move to get up, but his hand around my waist stopped me from getting up. What the heck are you trying to do? I yelled, protecting you. He replied, OMG, I'm gonna beat the silly out of you if you don't release me in a second. I shouted. Next second, I fell on the ground with a loud thud. I cried in pain as I landed on my butt. What the heck am I trying to do? Is holding you from falling down the couch, he replied, looking down at me from the couch. Why am I even sleeping with you on the same couch? I said, mostly to myself. Yeah, you mean sleeping on top of me? That freak said with a smirk as I glared at him. Don't look at me like that. You were having fun touching me and just now, Jungkook said, pointing to his shirtless chest. I'm not, I said, looking away, trying to stand up, but suddenly someone pulled me to the ground, making me yell in surprise. What the frick, Jimin? I kicked Jimin away, who is trying to pull me close to use me as a pillow. I can see that he is in deep sleep, grabbing whatever he could reach to use as a pillow. I look around, trying to remember what happened last night. The floor is covered with 4 diapers that we ordered last night. The empty wine bottle and glasses everywhere. Everything is messy. Jimin is sleeping on the ground a few steps away from the couch with some blanket covering his body, no pillow. Then I saw Honey curled up into a single seat couch with a blanket over her body. What are you looking at? I start cleaning up already. You can't make it to college if you don't start now, I heard Jungkook say from the couch, who now is stretching his body. I can't help but stare at his muscles moving to his exposed chest. He got some good body. Then he stood up and walked towards the bedroom without glancing at me. Where are you going? I asked before he could reach the door. He turned around with a raised eyebrow. Supper, Jungkook said, pointing to the thumb towards the door. After that, I asked office, he said, looking at me like I'm asking someone a ridiculous question. Then who is gonna clean this? I asked, narrowing my eyes. You, he replied with a shrug. I laughed. You think I'm gonna clean this all alone? No freaking way, I huffed. Oh, Mr. Husband, and it seems like you forget about the rules. You do the daily cleaning and I do monthly cleaning. He spoke about the rules we set on the first day I came here, but okay, good luck with the cleaning, Jungkook said and walked into the room, shutting the door behind her. I shouted and kicked Jimin's leg, who was nearby. Touch, Jimin sat up, rubbing his leg with a hand and I with another. Get up, loser. Gotta clean up. I started throwing the pillow on Honey, who is still curled up on the couch. I stood up and stretched my body before I started the cleaning. After an hour of cleaning and forcing my friends to help, I finally finished cleaning. Is it done? Cause I'm striving. Jimin Vinette sitting on the kitchen stool, resting his head on the marble. Then go to your home and eat. I helped walking to the fridge to drink some water. So rude, Jimin Vinette and rolled his eyes in reply. I'm so hungry. Jimin Vinette again, and the bedroom door opened, relieving Jungkook in a suit ready for office. How about I order food for us? Jungkook asked, making us turn towards him. Please do, you are the God Saint Savior. I love you. Jimin mumbled, wiping his non-existent tear dramatic much. I mumbled, walking away from them and take a shower. When I came back after showering and dressing for the college, Jimin lay on and already left without telling me. Stop with this face. They said they need to shower before going to college, so they left. Jungkook spoke, looking at my face without telling me. I spoke without changing my expression. Yes and no. They told me to tell you. He said, I ordered breakfast for you too. Jungkook said, making me look at him surprised. Wow, how sweet of you. I moved with a smile and he rolled his eyes, looking at me. You left your car at college last night. Last day, he asked more like he stated. Yes, so I asked, eating the breakfast. I will drop you at college, he said, and walked towards the closet to put on his shoes. I shrugged. Who am I to deny the free drive? Within few minutes, we are driving towards my college in Jungkook's car with me in passenger seat. Here we are, he said, pulling the car in front of the college. I replied and bent towards the back seat to grab my backpack. A thank you would do, Jungkook shrugged, but I ignored him and opened the car door. No thanks, I muttered. Walking away, I heard the car door open instead of driving away. Baby, my eyes went widen when I heard him calling me. I'm sure he is smoking. I slowly turned around and, as expected, he is smiling while walking towards me. What the heck are you trying to do? I whispered, hissed as he stood in front of me. Smile, baby, people are watching. Jungkook whispered, clearly taking the advantage of the situation. I can't push him away. I can't yell at him, cause I don't want to be in the headlines once again. Damn it. What do you want? I whispered, threatening, with a smile, aware of the people looking at us. We are standing in front of uni gate and students are walking through it. I am wondering how you gonna react if I kiss you now. He whispered, smirking. I will freaking pull your skin. You alive? I threatened with a smile. If you are one of those people who are looking at right now, you would think we are exchanging sweet, lovely words. I saw people are still watching us, he whispered, cupping my right cheek with his hand, bringing my face near and bringing his face near, and he is still freaking smoking. I wanna kill this motherfucker alive. I am warning you, I will kill you once we get to your house. I whispered, smiling sweetly. Oh, baby, you are so sweet, he said out loud. I am sure people nearby us heard it. Then he put his lips on mine. My first thought is to push him away and beat the silly out of him. Then I realized how soft his lips are as they moved against mine. I needed to hold back, not to kiss back. That's not my problem. This freak is good kisser. After fighting myself for not to kiss him back for a second, which felt like hours, he finally pulled away with a smirk playing on his lips. I prayed that he doesn't know that I needed to hold myself to not kiss him back. See you at home, baby. He winked and was about to walk away, but I grabbed his collar and pulled him near, making his eyes go wide in shock or surprise, whatever it is. I'm sure he did not expect me to do this. I pulled him so close that my lips are touching his ear. Then I whispered, freak you, you are getting killed once we get to your house. I said. I pulled slightly and pecked his lips for a quick second before pulling away totally. Bye, baby. Have a good day, I said with a victory smile and walked away without waiting to see his expression. I told myself that I picked him again because I don't want to let him think that he got me with whatever act he pulled. But deep down I know I just wanted to feel that soft lace for a second more. To be continued. So, Ami, this is the end of today's episode. How was it? Don't forget to comment it down, and I'll see you again with another episode of this story. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.